Seeing your daughter laying in the hospital bed with her brains hanging out of her head. My God, that is a hard pill to swallow.
This is a story about a life cut short in a moment. It's about a young woman with a future so bright it promised to change the lives around her. A life defined by an almost obsessive need to make others feel good, to see them shine. But on one night in April, all of that promise went dark. Have you ever felt completely secure, only to have that feeling shattered in an instant? That's what happened to Cameron Olivia Price. At just 21 years old, she was a light in her community, a mentor, a sister, a daughter. And then, she was gone. A shooting, a car, a chaotic night in Atlanta that stole everything. The police found a crime scene, but they couldn't find a reason. A life of immense purpose was extinguished without a clear motive. So the question is, why? Why was a kind, compassionate person targeted? And will the people who loved her ever get the justice they need? If this story connects with you, do me a favor. Take a moment to hit that like button. Drop a comment below with your thoughts as we go, and be sure to hit that bell so you don't miss out on what comes next. Welcome to True Crime Footprint, where we unveil the darkest mysteries and the most terrifying true crime tales. Kindly hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of our new stories. Your support keeps these stories alive. Before she was a headline, Cameron Olivia Price was a force of good in the world. She was a 21-year-old from South Carolina with a remarkable gift, making people feel good, not just on the outside, but on the inside. Her parents, Jesse and Creighton Price, remember a daughter whose mission was to bring smiles to faces. Her sister, LaJessica, shared that Cameron was an incredible mentor, always guiding other cosmetology students to build their own careers. She was a positive influence, dedicated to her community, with a passion for helping others succeed. She had deep roots in Chester County. Her life was defined by her craft and her kindness. She was just starting to build her professional life, creating a name for herself in a field where she excelled at making people feel beautiful and valued.
When I say I am not one of them stylists, I stand on it, and you is not finna approach me as if I'm one of them stylists. I truly understand that some people really do be giving these clients the runaround. They play games, they tell them to come at such and such time, and then they stand them up. But like I said, baby, I'm not one of them, and my clients gonna forever vouch for me.
Her spirit, her light, was a core part of who she was to everyone who knew her. But beneath the surface, for some people, a different kind of reality exists. A reality where the person you trust most can be the source of your greatest pain. This is an important moment to stop and consider something. If you're watching this and you see signs of control, emotional manipulation, or isolation in your own relationship, that is a warning. Those are not normal parts of love. They are signs of domestic abuse. It is a serious problem, and it's something that far too many people face without anyone knowing. Cameron's story reminds us that even the most promising lives can be threatened by unseen dangers. And in her case, that danger arrived in the most unexpected and terrifying way possible. The clock had just passed 3 a.m. on Tuesday, April 4th, 2023. The city of Atlanta was quiet, but near a well-known club, a car carrying two young people was leaving for the night. Cameron Olivia Price was in the passenger seat, heading home after a normal night out with a friend. Suddenly, another vehicle pulled up. There was no warning, no confrontation, just the flash of a gun and a deafening sound that cut through the silence. It was a drive-by shooting. Bullets hit the car, shattering glass and turning a simple trip into a moment of pure terror. Cameron was critically injured. Her friend was also hurt, though not by gunfire. Panic set in as they raced to the hospital. Doctors did everything they could, but Cameron's injuries were too severe. She was rushed into surgery, but her body couldn't fight any longer. She was pronounced dead. The police arrived at the scene, but they were met with a puzzle. There was no clear reason for the shooting. They couldn't say if it was connected to the club or if it was a random act of violence. The motive was gone, leaving only a tragic scene and an endless number of questions. What are your thoughts so far? Do you think the shooting was a random act, or do you believe there's a different reason behind it? Let us know in the comments below. We'll be reading every single one.
Cameron Olivia Price, she was shot and killed Tuesday morning. Here's a picture of her. The 21-year-old was on vacation visiting from South Carolina. Atlanta News First, Amanda Rose spoke exclusively with her family. They are still grieving this unthinkable loss.
She didn't deserve to die like she did. No one deserves to die like that.
Parents Creighton and Jesse Price can't stop seeing their little girl.
Seeing your daughter laying in the hospital bed with her brains hanging out of her head. My God, that is a hard pill to swallow.
Police say Cameron Olivia Price was the passenger inside a car when she was shot in southwest Atlanta early Tuesday morning. Price died at the hospital. Her parents tell us the 21-year-old, who was a hairstylist from Chester, South Carolina, was in Atlanta visiting friends and a romantic partner who was driving the car at the time of the shooting. The two were leaving the strip club Magic City when shots were fired on Pryor Street.
They stopped. And they noticed the car pulled up so close on the side, which was on Cameron's side, the passenger side, and they just started shooting.
Police say the driver was injured by flying glass and shrapnel, but he wasn't shot. He drove off with Price, ending up on I-75 North by the Memorial Drive exit.
Everybody loved Cameron. Everybody. I'm talking about everybody. I know it wasn't her that they were after.
Now her parents can't rest until they get answers.
I want to find out who did it and why. And I want justice to be served.
For 7 months, the question of why hung in the air. For Cameron's family, every day was a reminder of the unanswered question, the lack of a name, the lack of a face. The police were searching, but without a clear motive or a lead, the case grew quiet. Cameron's story felt like it was freezing in time, stuck in a state of unresolved pain. Then, on November 8, 2023, the silence finally broke. Police announced the arrest of a 22-year-old man named Zachary Eccles. His name was now linked to Cameron's death, but the full story was even more complicated. The reason for the shooting was still officially unknown. But the police found Eccles was already in a state prison, serving time for a probation violation. His background included a 2019 conviction for financial crimes. And even after Cameron's death, but before his arrest for it, he was accused of additional offenses. This wasn't a random person. This was someone deeply involved in a cycle of crime. It changed the entire dynamic of the case, suggesting the shooting was part of a larger, more calculated pattern. This is a powerful moment to reflect on a topic we brought up earlier. If you find yourself in an abusive relationship, please know you are not alone. You can always reach out to a trusted friend or family member, and there are resources that can help. You can call the National Domestic Violence Hotline. A single phone call can be the first step toward a new future. While an arrest has been made, the journey for Cameron's family is far from over. Eccles has been charged with murder, aggravated assault, and possession of a firearm. But as of the last report, Cameron's parents and sister are still waiting on answers. The legal process is a long road, and the biggest question of all, the reason she died, has yet to be fully revealed. Cameron's story doesn't end with a crime scene or an arrest. From the depths of their profound loss, her family chose to take action. They decided that Cameron's life would not be defined by the violence that ended it, but by the kindness she showed to everyone she met. In January of 2024, nearly a year after her death, they officially launched the Cameron Olivia Foundation. Its core mission is to carry on Cameron's spirit of making people feel good from the inside out.
Family and friends of a 21-year-old woman who was shot and killed gathered today to honor her. Cameron Price's family held an event commemorating the start of the Cameron Olivia Foundation after the Chester County woman was killed last year. WCNC Charlotte's Anna King spoke to the family about how they're honoring her.
Well, the event today took place here at Chester Middle School, and today I got the opportunity to speak to family who says this organization is just a way to ensure Cameron's legacy lives on. Family and friends gathered Saturday to remember the life of 21-year-old Cameron Olivia Price.
She had a big impact in the Chester community and other surrounding communities, so it's good to see some of her old clients, friends, family members, people from church, everyone.
Last April, Cameron was shot and killed in Atlanta. Now her family has put together a way for everyone to remember her.
Our daughter was all about, making people feel good, having smiles on people's faces, making them feel beautiful on the inside as well as the outside. And unfortunately, of course, her life got cut short. But and so we just decided to do something in honor of her and her memory to continue her legacy.
For that legacy, her family has started the Cameron Olivia Foundation. Cameron's family says although only 21, she was contributing so much to the community. So now the foundation is a way to keep that going.
When my sister was here, she really focused on being a mentor to other cosmetology students and also helping them excel in their careers. So it feels good that us as a foundation and as board members, we get to kind of give that same thing back to the community.
The foundation will provide scholarships and grants to help others start on their journey. And because Cameron was a young stylist in the community, her family says some of the funding from the foundation will also go towards making students in need feel beautiful for prom, just as Cameron did.
I feel like she was really just getting started, but she was only 21 years old, but I really do feel like she accomplished a lot. And so that's kind of what the foundation is for, to carry out her name and continue the legacy of Cameron Olivia Price.
Her family transformed their pain into a purpose that continues her life's work. The foundation provides scholarships and grants to young cosmetology students, directly supporting the career she was so passionate about. It also helps students in need get ready for prom, a touching service that Cameron herself provided. The work of the foundation ensures that her memory is tied to empowerment, beauty, and hope. As her sister LaJessica said, Cameron was really just getting started. The foundation is a way to continue her legacy, to build on the foundation of good she laid down in her short life. It shows us that her influence did not end that night in Atlanta, but that it lives on through every student she helps and every life she touches. Cameron's story is a reminder that even when a life is cut short, its impact can continue to inspire and create good in the world. If this story touched you, consider sharing it to help raise awareness. Her memory lives on in the positive change her family is creating. Our hearts ache for Cameron's family. Words feel inadequate, but please know you are held in deepest sympathy and prayers. May you find strength and comfort in the memories of Cameron. Thank you for watching, for your attention, and for joining us on this journey of reflection. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and above all, stay safe. See you on our next video.